So
was
now,
done because of him, and of course it could not have been done if
I
the people
definitely
did not
pay for control,
agree.
though.
It could not have been done if the people did not agree to whatever those terms and conditions were. They did. So of course it was 100% the people that put his idea into fruition.
okay. So now with that being
That's what
identified,
influence is, though.
I get it. So now with that being identified, where did this problem first begin?
With a whole lot of fake motherfuckers.
The PPL helped make his dreams a reality.
That's how I see it.
So if you ask me my point of view, what I just asked you, I don't know where in it that anybody felt like he did not get any of that. But I
What
do
you mean?
know.
Wait, what does that mean? He did not get any of that. Any of what, baby?
Well, meaning the question I just asked you. But I do know that in return, every chance said person gets against a different platform that is not his.
If
but
it's
to
not based
others
on
that have
him,
maybe
why
been
haven't any other
supportive,
creator done it?
it has come to pushing out everybody else to have done it alone. And so that's why I came and asked you, was it alone or was it by the people?
Manny, that question is loaded and doesn't make sense to the topic.
Well, it does because even
but
if
it doesn't.
Okay, so Sheffy, let me say this. Even if I speak to Manny's point, he has tried to say my waffle was something. He has tried to say I'm laughing in my supporter's face when I thank them for something that they know they contribute to. We all know they contribute to something, and I come and I thank them, but yet it's in return spent as if I'm throwing something in my supporter's face.
Okay, so your question isn't genuine to him and what he's able to do. It's more of a comparison of why.
That's why I asked you where did the problem come in.
But Manny,
I asked you where did the problem come in, Sheffy. Can you tell me where the problem came in at?
Well, it depends on which problem we're discussing, because let's pinpoint that. Which problem are we talking about right now?
Well, I said I loved your topic, and your topic was as if somebody was taken away from his contributions.
You are when you say he's not that nigger. When that is stated over and over and over, you are 100% taking away from it. And I'm going to have to mute y'all for a second. You are 100% taking away from his contribution, because nobody over here did what he did until he did it.
So when did it become he's not that nigga? So when did that
That's something you have to ask your cohorts, because that was literally what was stated.
Okay, so I'm asking for a timeline. And if
it was
you're
today.
So if you're saying no, today, yes, it could be utilized. But if that's not the first time, then when was the first time that it was supposed to have been called out allegedly that he was not that nigga?
Because I can't answer that. I don't know that. I can tell you the first time I heard it.
Said it Sunday. Petty Rose said it Sunday.
So that's why I came in first, Chef, and said I totally agree with what you said, because again, I'm trying to figure out who has taken away from his contribution. That's why I pointed out to you the difference in the beginning when I asked you who is
Petty said it, Nitra said it. I can't confirm if Diamond said it or not. So that's half.
Well, really, the main gist is what I'm saying is.
Well, no, because we're not going to skip past it. Because you're saying where did it start? And I'm telling you, half of your group have said those words. So that is 100% a problem. Don't you agree?
Well, I do agree the whole situation is a problem.
No, that's not what we're doing. Don't move the goalpost. I'm not.
Well, no,
this is your first real interaction with me. I'm not them.
But even you tried to pull it with me when you say birds of a feather. So how can you say you're not them now? If I'm using your same terminology, then I'm flocking you together with the rest of your birds as well.
Because
so you may be
every
them.
time, and okay, that's fine. Flock me with them birds if you want to, and I'll show you I'm an eagle. Every time I can answer your question clearly.
But you say check my
I can answer your question clearly. Every time we saw one, we saw another. The sentiments were generally the same, with the exception of Petty's specific issue, because you all were not part of the content house as under his employ. So that is where she separated and had a completely different talking point than the rest of the group. And I found it very odd that the mention of the young lady who went on the group girls trip was used as a comparison as to what Nitra thought he would have done to her, when you look at what's happening, Braid would have been the one dead.
One question. Can I just ask Manny one question?
Not right this second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So it is utterly disgusting, first of all, to even allow your brain to fix your fucking lips to even make that goddamn analogy. First and foremost. And then to try to flip it when clearly it's a 3-to-1 situation right now? What fucking upside down bullshit hacky sack crap is that? Is Trevor immature? Yep. Does he take it a little too far? Yep. But y'all been knew that. He didn't just start it. Been doing it from the beginning. Once he came to Messy Talk officially. He didn't switch up shit. So, forgive me if I call bullshit.
Well, that's why I asked you, Chef, where did the problem truly start at? Because you say you want to call something BS, but again, when it comes down to this true beef, apparently that's supposed to be created, your person is the only person that truly added the many levels to it. Again, not taken from the contribution he gave. So if the problem...
Well, I will give you that you haven't done that. I will give you that, Manny. I haven't heard you say it. So I appreciate you acknowledging that his contribution is of a sizable one on this side of TikTok. And we both know he could not have done it without the people. But that's what we do. We are the influence. We are the pulse. We are what makes the people do what they do. That's why we're influencers.
Yes.
That's why people pay us to wear their glasses.
So yes, Chef, again, you back to the point. That person is the only person that truly has been pushing that envelope. When it comes to, we all know the audience is who funds us. We all know the audience is who, creates what the pages are. The hosts just come and create the space. The audience now grows the platform. This problem got deeper.
But the audience, wait though, you can't take the fact that the audience is only there because of what the host is giving.
That's true.
So it is very much so. It's a give and take.
But this is why I keep asking you, Chef, where did this start? If y'all don't remember, I'm here to enlighten you. This started from the person who has garnered so much support, using that noun support plus the voice to say that other platforms are being a disservice to the audience when we all are here on Messy Talk.
Can you stop talking in
the
codes?
Beginning? If you don't recall that to be the beginning, then that's actually what happened that made this snowball even bigger to what it is today.
Can you just say what was said? Because I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You're speaking in riddles and enigmas. I need you to just say it.
Again, he has been the only platform and the host to speak against other platforms within this circle of Messy Talk on this of this weekend that has been a topic when it pertains to him in this circle. Him speaking.
Okay, so you're just talking about him and the other three of y'all.
Yes. When he speaks towards this circle, the only thing he has ever spoken to is how these other platforms have been a disservice to their audience.
You full of shit, Manny. No, that is not the only thing that he said.
Well, I'm pointing out the beef. That's what I'm asking you. Do you know where it started? Because now it has gotten deeper and deeper as we've gotten this far. I never took time to roll it back, but I said I enjoyed your conversation.
So give me the moment though, baby. I need the moment that you're saying whose platform did he attack that this started. That's what I need you to give me because I'm confuzzled.
So it will give the audience some homework, Chef. But with this being said, this snowball of events have rolled into the audience being dragged as a main crutch. The audience.
Okay, but you understand. So let's just say, for shits and giggles and for the sake of sanity, I'm going to say I know what you're talking about. Okay? Now, again, you're only proving my point about him being that nigga. Because if all he has to do is say they not shit and we ain't fucking with them and you're affected by it, he's that nigga.
But you know, Chef, that's why I'm pointing out, because now when it's on the other side being said back, that's how you get that whole back and forth.
I feel like we're having
because you just said, like y'all just said, Petty said it today.
But
y'all say
like
Petty said
a chicken and egg
and things like that. And that's why I asked, do you recall the beginning? Because y'all can account for today somebody saying something, but can y'all account for the first time or the second time it was said? Because the 20th time it's said, that's about the time y'all catching it. If it's said 20, I'm just being exaggeratory, if that's even a word.
It's sad.
I think this situation just gets deeper when the audience is utilized. That's what I think this whole ordeal has come about, because the audience has been utilized in various ways.
Everybody on here utilizes their audience however they see fit. For that day, for that stream, for that moment. You do it too, Manny.
That's true.
So, the reason I say this is a chicken egg conversation, because he came into an already established, fucked up way that things roll over here. Just in general, because it's messy talk, right? Takes you back to it's not the what, it's the who. Okay. So he comes in, he plays the game mediumly, and then decides, nope, I want to do it different. Did it different. Got everybody that's standing around that's been over here looking dumb. Looking dumb. Because you got people fighting to pay you to work. looking dumb. So one could argue, Manny, that at that moment or at that time, the existing then, they really paying attention now. Now they say keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. They really taking heed. They counting how many times somebody gets blocked permanently, modded, remodded, dropped, brought back, dropped. They paying attention. They watching. So the argument could be made that the hate has been there from the existing side. And it just grew, festered. There's the fake, oh, I love you too, for the people. But then you're going to show your true colors eventually. I don't feel like he's ever hidden his.
Now that could definitely be true, Chef. Now, with that being said, the people that y'all identify as the haters, I do feel as if y'all have maybe identified some wrong individuals. Now, granted, that statement could be true. Yes, you're going to gravitate and grab you some haters and things like that. But I do think in this instance, the people that y'all may have identified, I do think that adds to the problem, because I don't think that is the case. But I do agree with what you just said, which you are going to have the people watching. You are going to have the haters want to get close. That's a true statement. I just think in this particular issue, that being identified with said individuals adds to the problem as well, because I don't think that's a true statement for those individuals. And that's just my opinion. But I do believe in the statement, because yes, that's true. And I do think that adds to the problem is by, because any of us can misidentify something.
That is true. I don't disagree with that. Any of us can misidentify something. What have we misidentified? Or what has been misidentified, you feel, in the process of us getting here?
So we do know the individual, the gentleman, like we know, extra will go overboard. I do think with these individuals, with the person that we know is going to be extra, I do think this one is overboard. Because the audience is able to speak to those elements that you just said about, oh, the haters will watch and the haters will, because this brings that, what you just spoke to, a topic. It's like we can kind of use that in this instance. And that's what I feel like adds to the problem, is with us using that mind frame to this particular situation. Now, granted, we may can look at somebody else and be like, oh, that person might be a hater or might be, but this is just my opinion to this per se situation. And that's just because I had a little bit more eyes on it, and I'm just giving my opinion again.
Okay.
Because truly, I don't want to put blame in this situation. I think adding blame to this situation only makes it worse. You get me? I think because everybody's going to want to be right. You know how some situations where everybody wants to be right and then you have to agree to disagree? or everybody wants to be wrong, because again, it goes off of because the audience is not in the situation. So with the individuals in the situation, if they all want to be right, there's nothing we can per se do. You get me? If they all want to be wrong, there's nothing we can per se do.
I don't understand how accountability is something we are now skating to appease people, because that's what I heard you say just now. I'm sorry. That's the way my brain heard it.
Well, that's why I say right or wrong, because when we go into accountability, that can roll back like Walmart. That can definitely roll back. And then it goes back to those individuals feeling like, where is my point of view more right, or is your point of view more right? And so for me, if you ask me my opinion, I do agree with people when they say just handle things on the back end. So I don't know which point of that would be the first, but that's what I would agree to as the right thing. That's just my opinion. Now, anything beyond that, that is where the audience comes in
at. Well, obviously, I mean, if it's not handled on the back end and it's handled on the front end. Poco, go ahead and ask your question, baby. HB isn't in the queue, guys. HB isn't in the queue.
I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I lost what the question was. My brain is in ramen noodles scramble right now.
So I think in this situation, it's a lot of people who don't like to take accountability. Oh shit. Okay. I need a box, guys. Who doesn't like to take accountability? Yeah, let me get your box, mama. We'll have to take some, because it can very easily be a situation where two people can be right and wrong at the same time.
That is true. And that's why I say my opinion.
40 acres of the mule. Who are you?
Me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, man.
And Chef, that's why I say that's true, because that's why my opinion is on the back end. Because again, everybody is entitled to either they're right or wrong. And like you just say, both could be right, both could be wrong.
HB, I'm finna smoke. HB, what's up, love?
Yeah, I heard Rizzy was over here lying. What's tea, Rizzy?
Rizzy's gone.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good?
What's up?
Rizzy's gone. Did you come?
You don't feel like you put any part into the conversation that was had while you guys were in Colorado? You don't feel like there's nothing that you did or said that was messy or shaded towards Bray?
Well, so Bray and I already know our banter. So I was only doing our usual banter. And that's why, again, I didn't push too hard, because as I started to notice the shift of the situation, my hand was slowly being removed, because again, it was a real situation. I'm just Missy Manny.
No, I'm asking, do you feel like you did anything wrong to feed into his already hurt feelings? It was already made clear that he felt some type of way, that he was now no longer invited on this trip, and nobody had the grown person that they are to go to him and say, hey, no, you can't. He just had to wake up one day and look on live to see that all of you guys were in another state together where he was invited to. So do you not feel like there was nothing that you did, because you guys sat on live all weekend and he was the topic of the conversation? So do you not feel like there's nothing that you, like, or let me ask you, do you not feel like it was nothing that you could have done or you could have said or not been a part of, you know?
Well, I think for my part, I did my best to include him with what little bit I did have. So yeah, that's what I did with what I was able to utilize. But I was able to include him with what little bit I had.
Hey, do you think he was wrong for feeling slighted, for being left out?
No, I don't think nobody's wrong for their feelings.
You think that it was appropriate to invite him, have the conversations that were had, even after Ms. Nitra said that she would have an adult conversation, and not disinvite him when the decision was made for him not to come? Do you think that that's okay behavior?
So I'm gonna say everything that was set up for this trip, I totally agree with how it was set up. I was a part of it. So I totally agree with it. Now, however, whatever may have happened with the individual and the actual planner, that I can't speak to. Because again, when I spoke over the weekend, I spoke to my knowledge of it, and my knowledge was what was explained. And so he said other. That's all we can go off of. So for me, I think everything was handled in the manner it should have been handled.
Chef, when you're on live, you need to get a small mini desk fan from the Dollar Tree so it can blow the smoke suck it the opposite way. But I'm gonna say this: everybody on Messy Talk fake as fuck, and everybody just needs to learn to accept that, right? We don't really fuck with each other for real. Come on. Maybe some of us do offline, partially to a certain extent. Very cautiously, you should. That's why when Bray was asking today, who were some TikTok influencers that influenced you or you took the most from? And I said I took the most from Black Diamond, and I don't even like her. I took the most from her because that bitch don't give a fuck about nobody but herself. It comes down to her money. She keeps her feelings out of it. That's why she never loved hurt or slighted, even when she pretending to be so that she can get cash apps and, you know, the bread sympathy or whatever. She don't give no fucks. She tell y'all she don't give no fucks. Y'all fuck yourselves up and program y'all minds to believe she do by calling her auntie and bestie and all this shit. And the whole time she repeating over and over and over and over again, it's not that. I don't fuck with y'all. Ain't nobody wrong or right in no situation. Everybody's fake. That's the real answer. Even me. We're all on this bitch pretending. We're all on this bitch paid actors, paid by the viewers and the commenters and the supporters by way of gifts, cash apps, and other shit. And that's just what it boils down to. That's why I don't really be surprised about half the shit that goes on this app. I just be ready for it. So that's what the real answer is. Nobody's right or wrong. We're just fake. We're actors and we need to keep acting.
That's why I said that, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all that we're doing.
Literally what it is. It's all fake shit.
Comes down to the bread and the butter.
I just want to say some relationships are real. Now, granted, y'all may have some experiences that y'all could speak from, which
Can you name a few?
Take that away, but some experiences are real, though.
The experiences are, but the relationships, the friendships aren't. They just not.
And I can't take away from some of you all's experiences. That's what I'm saying. But however, I do know of other experiences that are genuine.
Who?
Genuine.
I can even say
no. How about this? Fuck that. Let's make this personal. Let's make it. No.
I can even say the young man's.
Let's make it personal to you. Let's make it personal to you, Manny. Who are you genuine with? Who do you have a real friendship with on this app?
And those people know.
No, that's the question.
But see, the thing is, I've been doing this a little longer than y'all might think. I came over here with a
no direct answer.
Yeah, that's the right HB. I came over here with a whole new persona. So yeah, this is DS Mini the rapper.
But who? But you ain't answering Chef's question though. Like
I did answer it. They know.
Do they?
They do.
Did I answer that question?
They do. Why you think?
Is it reciprocated? But is it reciprocated? Do they feel the same way about you?
Manny be living his best life. Don't y'all see Manny pop out when he pop out? You don't see me hanging with you, do you?
You can't.
I ain't tried, have I?
As long as you know and you stay in your place, I think that's all that matters.
Exactly. Like, girl, you ain't heard none of them people say Manny tried to anything with them, because you know y'all would tell it. And y'all only got nothing from Manny saying Manny trying to do nothing but requesting y'all box like I did Chef Foxy. That's about it. Yeah. So again, it's reciprocated. I've been doing this a long time, baby. That is honest.
Oh, darling, he
That's
can't
honest
cause
how
no
I do
issues
it.
here.
That's the difference. That's honest how I do it. That is honest.
Y'all talking about she about to do Manny dirty. No, I'm not. I don't have no problems with Manny. We just talking.
For what?
I just asked if it was reciprocated. You can't only speak for yourself, Manny, right? When you say, "Hey, I'm genuine to who I like or who I f with," but the reciprocation is what I'm talking about. Like,
And I said, yes, right?
yeah, but you can't. You can only say for you. You can't speak for how they feel about you.
Right. You don't know how they feel about
you. Are
you.
loyal to. There's some people that you are genuine to. There's people that you consider yourself friends
But you
to.
said reciprocal. So, okay, so now give me your definition of how I'm supposed to receive it. Because what are
No,
you
the
saying?
I said the reciprocation. So you spoke for yourself. You said,
Right.
I'm genuine. That's something you know for sure, right? Only you know that. But when it's received back, you don't know if it's real or not, Manny.
That's what I'm trying to understand. What are your gauges on the other side?
I'll give you an example, a very real one, as a matter of fact. That one time when that girl was in the comments when Diamond was selling those headbands, and she was in the comments saying that you can get them from 30 cents on Alibaba, and you pretty much continuously read her comment out loud, and they said, Manny, why are you doing that? That's fucking with Diamond's bag. And Diamond said, oh, Manny always do that. That's why I fuck with Manny how I fuck with Manny. I know I'm not stupid, y'all, et cetera, et cetera. That's what I'm saying. That's somebody who is just like, I have a reason to fuck with you, but it's not the reason that you think. It's not so much a friendship. It's more so like a tolerance or something of that nature. But you, on the other hand, you're like, I F with Diamond. That's my friend. I trust her. You know, that's my girl. Da 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 da. It's not the same. I fuck with a lot of people.
What do you mean?
For a certain
Okay,
reason.
so what you're basically saying is, in that moment, Manny said what he wanted to say freely. Then I heard someone respond to Manny freely, and so you grabbed whatever you grabbed from it, and you think that
He did too.
now that's an issue.
No, that's not an issue. I'm just saying that's the reciprocation I'm talking about. Like,
Well, don't you think like both people may have did it to each other? If that's what you're saying happened, I mean, are you basically saying those was true shady responses? What are you saying? Like,
maybe I'm not making sense. I'm just saying, like, you saying, hey, a lot of these friendships on here is real. You know, I said, well, what about the reciprocation though? You said, I'm genuine, but I'm saying, are those people genuine to you? Do you know that for certain? Do you know for certain that they fuck with Manny? Like, they're friends to Manny?
If that person was being honest to me in their response and I received it, you don't think that was genuine?
These people you call your friends, Manny ain't ever called you their friend.
HB,
So
I'm a common cousin. Hey, Manny. Hey, HB.
Friend now.
Hey, Rachel. Hey, tall glass of water.
Hey, real quick, HB, you are spot on. And Manny, I'm a common cousin. I have no sides, but you are not getting reciprocated friendships on this app. Like, from the outside looking in, we just got to call a spade a spade. Case in point, Diamond the other day said the only person on this app, in so many words, she can trust is Chastity. Because if somebody comes to Chastity or get in her space or anything else, she ain't gonna turn on me. She said that a few times over the last couple of days. Even when she's been with you, she's never said, I can trust Manny. Whatever. I know y'all have a working relationship, but I guarantee you, she looks at you as a business for business, Manny. She don't look at you as a friend. And that's just from a common cousin on the outside looking in. You are not a friend of hers in her mind. You might be a friend of hers in your mind, but not in her mind.
Hey, Jim.
Okay, so maybe y'all might be looking in it too far because
there is no because she literally says it all the time. She doesn't have any friends on this app.
You didn't give me a chance to finish, Sheffy.
Right. Go ahead.
How Manny looks at it. Those are two women, and I'm sure they have a lot of in common conversations. So Manny, again, is not new to this. It's only but so much time I have in a day to truly do what I'm doing now. So please don't put so much on Manny to where Manny's even requiring so much that y'all are requesting.
Yeah, Manny, I don't think we're requesting much. We just don't want to see you get hurt and have these preconceived notions about friends, and then when stuff hit the fan, your feelings are hurt like other people's feelings.
His feelings won't get hurt either because Manny doing the same thing. Manny is not green.
I think y'all are missing it. Manny's literally saying he recognizes that that's not genuine.
He not dumb.
He said that.
He literally is saying
that
it
already.
to us without saying it.
Oh, okay. Well,
No name on it. He
I'll go
said.
back to the comments.
He just ain't gonna say it, but he knows that it's not genuine. He recognizes she uses him for whatever, and he uses her for whatever.
Yeah, some
And
people in the
they
comments saying
accept
Manny
it for
playing the
what it
game.
is.
Manny is playing the game.
Y'all
You know why
are
Manny's playing the
cooking
same
right
game?
now.
Y'all know
Y'all
why
are
Manny's playing the same.
cooking.
We know.
Y'all are
Thanksgiving dinner.
cooking
You know
right
why
now.
Manny's playing the same game? Because Manny learned from who?
No.
Yeah.
So then, there was
Diamond.
platforms before TikTok. Okay. Again, y'all are not the only humans on Earth. And this is not the original blueprint.
That's his big mama.
Okay, let's not do too much. This is just TikTok. But
Yeah.
but anywho,
Thank you, Rachel, for the cash app.
yeah, y'all are trying to cook too much. But in the beginning, y'all asked me who are my friends, and I told y'all they know. So trust and believe. Okay, I've already cleared that up for y'all. They
Somebody
know.
saying they from Florida. Everybody from Florida on this on Messy Talk is real ass bitches. Like they really is. We're not slow. Chastity, Manny, myself. Who else?
I have a lot
Dime.
of friends on this
Getting
app.
straight to the point, baby. We
I have
straight
a
to
lot
the
of friends on
point.
this app. You know, I watched.
Yella
some
said,
of you
"Why do we
all
care if
before-
he gets?"
You know, I watched some of you all before I truly got in the thick of it. I watched some of you all.
Like who?
Now, some of you all might have come about while I was coming about over here, but some of you all have watched.
Like who? Who did you watch?
Well, then I'll just go with just one. Polka's husband.
Cartel.
Yeah.
For real. No, Cartel has changed a lot. He has changed a
Yeah,
lot.
Diamonds from Florida.
So yeah, and I was watching Cartel before he changed. So hopefully I didn't learn too much from him before he changed.
Oh my God.
Probably did.
But you know one thing that I will since you mentioned him, one thing I will say is he plays the TikTok villain, but in real life he's a very genuine, sweet, loving person. A lot of the shit that people pull on this app, even when he watch it, or if I tell him about it, he be shocked because it just be so low down. So I think it's one thing to troll, and I think it's another thing to have poor character.
True.
Yeah, so I've watched a lot of people, you know, different walks of life that I've taken gems from.
You take some from me.
I've taken some from you, HB. That's why I don't disclose my friends. You can thank yourself for that.
I got a cash app question. Why do we care about men getting hurt?
That's Leola. She just said that. She said because they want to get out.
You stupid.
She probably finna send another one. Say choose the bear. Drama, why you always angry?
I'm too high for this.
Question. So, I know you mentioned HB that everybody from Florida being real.
I don't.
How do you explain Kari?
He's still real. He speaks with. Unfortunately, he's very annoying, but he still don't care what space he's in or who it is, who it pertains to. He's going to
Hey,
speak
next level.
his mind. I'm sorry, but I can't stand Corey's guts, but he's going to say what's on his mind.
I don't think speaking your mind makes you
He
real.
plays a lot of games. He'll play a little slow. He plays a lot of games. Why we clocking him? He's transparent. He's not.
Well, speaking your mind is a component of being real because
Yes, it is, Manny. Right.
you do have to kind of speak your mind, and then like kind of standing on it kind of adds to it. But it does start with
Not when you're just being oblivious and you know you're wrong. That's not being real. And Kari tends to do that a lot of the times.
Well, he's still saying what he feels.
Yeah,
That's
like that's all part of being real. Like he's being Corey. Like that's all we can ask him to be at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's true.
The Floridians real. That's why they run this shit. They run messy talk.
Floridians are crazy. All of them. Think about everybody. They're all crazy.
I'm gonna stick beside them.
We're loving.
Crazy.
We're so hospitable.
Crazy.
I'm gonna stick beside them.
Now I'm gonna stick beside them.
Yeah, so that's just what I wanted to kind of speak on. I think you had a great topic. And I just wanted to kind of point out that, you know, it has gotten bigger, but there was a start to this. And
before you go, Manny, that was my question earlier on when I remember, it just came back to me because when you were saying that you didn't want to be grouped with the other people, I was going to ask you, so would you acknowledge that he is that nigga now?
wait, no, I was just saying that. No, I was just saying that you all like to group people together. And so y'all know Manny loves to give everybody their individual voice. So I was just kind of pointing out, please just give me that same respect. And then to your question, I've already said it numerous times because I came in the door agreeing with Chef. So I don't need to say it now.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't hear you.
I appreciate you, sister.
Thank you for giving him his flowers.
Manny, the people in the comments want to know, can it be fixed? Can it be resolved?
And that's again why I asked Chef, do she realize where the beginning started? Because for it to be fixed and resolved, it only resonates with the one person we know that is extra.
Extra.
But that's not true, though, Manny. I don't think that that's true because it's easy to say that he is the epicenter of the drama because he is maybe, you know, the loudest. But there's a lot of low down, like secret, underhand, undermining things that are happening, you know. So I don't think that that's true. I think everybody plays their role and plays their part in it. And there have been things done that I think provokes him. And we know that we can't police how people respond to the provocation. So I think we have to acknowledge it all, right?
That's true. That's why I said I do think the hating and all like that is misplaced. When I said y'all did identify some people, but I just think those people that y'all identified are the wrong individuals. And I think that adds to the problem.
I don't feel bad for anything that's going on right now. I'm actually very happy. I love the division. I love the chaos. I love the argument. I love the people that are at odds. I love that it played out exactly how I wanted it to play out. I hate that it took so very freaking long. It's good to me. So I hope that it does not get resolved, actually, as a matter. I don't. I hope it get worse. But that's my opinion. So, yeah.
Are you trying to say you had a little hand in there somewhere?
Actually, I didn't. The universe just doing its thing. Y'all get a turn. The pair ups and shit, when it's convenient, especially when it's in regards to HB, I love when it's like, you know, a full circle happen. Oh, it's good. It's so good. Think about all the people that are involved.
HB, shut up.
Let's just go back about 5 weeks ago and all the laughter and the clicking and the I love it. It's not enough and has not happened yet. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just speaking to
and then y'all talking about makeup. Him and Manny don't fuck with each other. That's a problem now. Forcing yourselves to get along with these people and coexist with these people. Y'all don't like each other.
I do not have a problem with that.
Yes, you do, Manny.
Yes,
both of y'all got a problem with each other. Yes, y'all
mean?
Stop playing.
Don't
Manny.
do that.
Why is it okay? So since y'all brought it, so since y'all brought it up, let's get into it. Why is it that Manny cannot be Manny and Braid can be Braid, and some reason it's a problem?
It ain't. It shouldn't be one.
Exactly.
That wouldn't be fair.
No matter how many times I tell y'all it's not a problem, y'all keep saying it's a problem because
speak louder than words. Y'all show
Manny.
it every time.
I'm Manny. Y'all can't say that I'm truly beating this man up.
No.
Everything that you said on the live was just playful banter like y'all normally do.
Y'all can sit here and say that Braid is extra and he's, I just said this man's name. Ugh. Y'all can sit here
Everybody knows who we're talking about.
Y'all can sit here and say that this gentleman is such the docile being and all these beautiful things, but yet when Manny is given his personality, it's a problem because it doesn't align with who y'all enjoy. I'm Manny.
I know exactly what it is with you and Braid, but I won't clock it because I don't have.
He has to be Braid. We're not gonna always get along, and if he does something I agree with, y'all hear me agree with him. If he does something I don't agree with, y'all hear me don't agree. Braid
That's
is
true,
y'all
Manny.
just
We
said he
see
was.
that, but
So if he is the messy talk king, and I'm the newsroom, then he's gonna be highlighted more than other people. What don't y'all get?
Question.
yeah, the common cousins know what's up, but it's still obvious, and I know what it is with y'all. But I'm not going to clock it because I have no time to get canceled, and this isn't about me. I love that everybody else is
HB, you better not.
because I clock it all the way down to
HB,
the ground. I'm not, but I'm going to stay away from that.
But that is a key factor as well, HB. Yes.
I already know it's the T, babe. It's so obvious. It's screaming.
Yes.
My God. But yeah.
So I'm very supportive.
Hold on, y'all not finna talk in the air like that and not think nobody gonna want to know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Oh, that's too bad. But yeah, it's just, we got to start keeping it real. That's what Messy Talk's all about. Right?
Manny, are you gonna answer my question? So you're saying that everything you said while you were in Colorado was just you and Braid having, well, in your mind, it was you having playful banter like y'all always do, basically. That's what you're saying.
That's what it's always been with me and Braid. Nothing more, nothing less. How can y'all say he ain't never changed, but then look at Manny like, oh, Manny has changed? Where?
This is good.
Again, that's why I say, why do we have to utilize the audience to fight our battles? That's where the problem came in at. Your person utilizes the audience to fight the battles. We get that they're extra. We get that they could be diabolical. We get that they could do all these wonderful, magnificent things that we all come to love. But what
You know
we
what,
cannot
Manny?
do
Eventually, the right
is
amount of
utilize
crown
the
and the right
audience
amount of dollars, I'm going to
for
end up
our
talking
devious endeavors.
idiots here.
That's what we can't do. And I don't stand for that.
Hey,
And so
Dior.
that goes back to my first point, Chef, of asking you, was it done alone or by utilizing the people? Because we all utilize the people as hosts.
I'm going to say that him building his platform.
Hey, Chef.
The fuck are you doing in my panel?
Girl, hey, Chef. I came to support Manny. I had to come and support
Queen,
him.
she here. There ain't no goddamn
Yes,
hell.
Oh, he good. I mean, what the hell?
Queen just being messy, bro.
I
Who did that? No. Stop. Don't bring her back. She didn't even get.
She snatched her by her edges. Bring her back. The person that snatched her, bring her back.
They finna walk you back on stage.
Oh shit, bring her back. I don't care, love. Bring her back. I'm not playing with you.
They're not gonna bring her back.
Boy, y'all ain't shit.
Queen,
Don't
you know what always
touch
happening.
her.
It's all good. You know, I was a big girl. I push play, so I'm up here. So big girls do big girl things. Listen, y'all, I don't see what y'all see about Bray King and Manny. I'm very honest. I think it's bad.
What nobody said anything about what they saw. What are you talking about?
I'm saying I see fun banter between Bray King and Manny. I don't see it as anything serious. I think that between Bray King, I think it brings fun. I think they bring fun when they go back and forth. I hadn't seen anything that was too much. Nothing beyond what we do on this app. Nothing beyond what everybody else does.
Bro, Bray cannot stand Manny. What are you talking about?
That's because I do it
I
better.
don't hear that. I don't see that unless he told you that.
Yeah, that's
I
because
don't
I
see
do it
that.
better.
I didn't hear that. I never
doesn't
hear that
hide
when I
it.
see them go back
See,
and
Bray
forth.
comes from reality TV, air quote, But see, Manny has worked with those reality stars, and so granted, I have not actually
like you got that right, Poker. I'm not crazy.
Like
you got that
but
right.
Yeah, Manny just does it better.
mean. The little low key.
That right there, Manny. That's precise. Like that was unnecessary.
See, the difference is, see, Chef Foxy and a Poker. If y'all didn't come from reality TV, y'all wouldn't get it. But see, he comes from reality TV. I mean him in his world.
But does
That's
he though?
why y'all don't get it. And see, for him, he don't get it as well. See, he could be extra in all these things that y'all love, but when Manny give y'all the actual formula, oh, it's a problem. When I give y'all air quote, it's a problem. When I give y'all air quote, now everybody's lost. But we're on an app. What else am I supposed to do?
What?
Exactly. That's my point.
Yo,
that's my point. Air quotes shake you up just like it shakes him up to where he's really over there having a whole conniption. Can't keep up.
Manny. Now this is playing in our face. Okay, Manny. All right, so we're over exaggerating.
Seriously. Y'all take it so seriously. Don't you know that me and this man have been around each other in person?
Yeah, and he pretty much lifts you off the ground, Manny, in the club and puts you back down. It's just like you guys just don't get along.
Do you not know I went to his Airbnb? The same one you was at, HB.
Yeah, you were. Y'all was in there kicking it. Y'all was chilling. You was high though. Manny, you were quite there.
So then, can you, HB, by seeing it in person, know that Manny could turn it off and on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my point proven. So again, y'all play into it so much, entirely too much.
But it goes back to the fake stuff. We can all pretend. We do a lot of that.
Exactly. I'm on the internet giving you air quote. In person, am I giving you air quote, HB?
Yeah. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to keep saying yeah to Manny because Manny is from Florida.
Oh, shut up, HB.
I'm going to agree every time.
What the hell? I was so respectful and such a gentleman in Braid's presence.
Is it because he don't use puss asshole and bitches and hoes all day when he with his dialogue that he's not understood?
Queen Jules, what?
Maybe it's where I'm from. But whenever I'm referencing someone and I do an air quote or insinuate a so-called, I'm saying a thing that is not, right? So maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just miscommunication and misunderstanding. My apologies. It wasn't shade. I just misinterpreted what you meant by the air quote.
Well, no, the air quote was shade.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is y'all play into it so much. Like I can't be shady. Like, yeah, I can't be messy. I can't. Like,
yeah, but the point that I was making is, so you see how you calmly threw that shade, right? Now, when he gonna be like, oh, ho, is you, just because his response is louder, it still doesn't mean that he wasn't provoked. That was the only point that I was making. Y'all would throw subtle shade, and then when he picks up on it and he responds loudly, then he's the villain. And that's not okay.
And so, who made him the villain? Because again, that's why I asked. So yeah, who made him the villain? Because again, nobody has not stopped supporting him.
People are getting online and saying he has all these different personalities. I don't know if I could sleep next to him. That's painting him in a picture as if he's some crazy villain that is unstable and will cause bodily harm. And someone actually said threaten bodily harm on women, which I have not heard him do. But, I'm not here 24/7. So that's what I mean by villainizing him.
Well, that is a statement that could be true, though, because we've had those topics on many platforms. Now, we can't take that away from the individual just because it's somebody that we may know on this app, because that conversation has been a conversation on many platforms. Again, we still do having to govern ourselves in a manner. So if we are typecast as Messy Manny or Shady Manny, then anything Manny does, y'all are going to first say, oh, he's shady, he's messy. First two things you're going to think of. So if I want to change that thought process, I would have to do things not in line with what you're first going to think about.
I just want to come here to say, can y'all stop saying that? Because if he was such a danger, why was she so comfortable just sleeping in the house with him and about 10 other people? If he was such a danger and she was scared to sleep around him, she literally was just in the house sleeping around him. So if she was in fear for her life, she wouldn't have did that then. So can that. Thank you. Have a good night.
Who did
That
it?
goes both ways because I've witnessed women have
Miss Nitra.
I've witnessed the women have the conversation on both angles. So that's a sticky one.
Who is she talking about?
This is my Petty.
Oh, Petty.
Oh.
Yeah, Petty. No, I just forgot about Petty.
Did you watch Petty's live tonight?
When things get truly sticky, I kind of tap out.
Understood.
Thank you for having me up, Chef. Thanks for being a good sport.
So yeah.
Where do we go from here, guys? Manny, do you know when Dom is going to spill that Hoover, Thibodeau, Essence, me, and Bella tea? Have any idea about that?
No, I don't know anything about any tea spills.
What's going on with her and Poetic RN these days? Is she still managing? Why would she say she trusts Chastity, but not even Poetic? Isn't she the manager?
What? Like, oh my God, people can express themselves.
Right, you're right. I'll be quiet.
Like, y'all try to take so much from the people. Like, she can't be.
No, I just know you're the messy news reporter, so I was trying to figure it out. They said Thibodeau didn't seem happy about that.
She was in here earlier.
She definitely had a lot of questions about that. She wanted to hear the live. I don't think we could find the clip.
They said don't come for oh, I'm not. Chastity lives right here in my city. I wouldn't come for her. I'm not coming for anybody that can catch me around. Only you guys.
What?
Yeah, no.
What is wrong with you?
Thank you, Kingdom.
Yeah, so Chef, I just wanted to speak to your topic. I thought you had kind of rolled into a great space for me to kind of speak on. So yeah, I think my time is kind of up, unless y'all got some more mess to roll into. But other than that,
Was this the part of the tour that you guys were going on?
was what, like the trip or the tour?
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy, I know.
I think the trip kind of opened the doors to a lot of things. I think the trip kind of gave experience to a lot of things.
Well, it did look beautiful.
Yeah, you got to use your life experiences for future endeavors.
HB, you should tell people about you and Hoover. Oh.
But y'all do know she did announce the tour. Y'all do know she wanted to work on a tour. She said that months ago. Y'all do know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did. I remember that because I know Bray was going to be a part of it and Nitra and a lot of the other people. So, yeah.
Yeah. So within you all storytelling, y'all have to remember that two things can be true at one time. So
I guess my question is what a tour consists of? Like, what
That's
exactly
what has me confused. Like, what kind of
tour
tour is this?
That tour already has its own outline because she already has her own show. And a lot of times y'all have misconstrued her plans with other plans.
Okay, what is the tour of though? Like, is she taking the morning show or like what?
Yeah, she had already spoke on that. How what her tour consists of, and it definitely was spoke on the morning show.
Okay, so I can understand if she do this, right? So you know how on Twitch they do these the fans pay them
she already has the idea. So I'm just telling y'all that she had already spoke about that on her show to the audience. And I'm just informing y'all if y'all may have forgotten that she already had her plans. So things that y'all may try to put together, she already had her own ideas that she spoke to her audience about.
Well, that's beautiful, but I can't say that I can see. I would love to see some of the live hosts do 24-hour like lives like they do on Twitch, and they're not allowed to cam down. They get paid really good money prior to doing so, just letting us into their world. So I don't know if that's what she was going to do and involve the rest of the, messy talk hosts, but that would have been pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of times y'all kind of combined things, but things were already identified to be separate in the beginning. It's the audience, with the help of said individual, having y'all under the impression that things are combined. Things were already identified to be separate.
Got it. So is Hoover back? Is he a mod? I heard he became a mod today. Mans.
Oh, girl, you asking me that? What's the... Makes me like I know.
This is good. Wow. I am gonna have to disconnect a little bit from messing with
y'all. The same thing that he used to tell y'all, that is still true. That lady is amazing. She's brilliant. So he didn't tell y'all no lies. It's just they just don't get along.
She is brilliant. She's very strategic.
I hope y'all haven't forgotten the truth that he has spoken, being that he just is upset. I mean, does that erase the truth he's already spoken about her?
You left my name and profile picture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I mean, I would just, again, like y'all to stay up to date. Like, the lady is amazing.
Somebody said brilliant, smart, but not yet. So no, not smart. And let me explain. Neither am I. We're from Florida, and a lot of us are brought up in survival mode. So our that hustle mentality that we have can get real strategic, okay? And we can get real cutthroat and be very selfish. And I think that's what's in fact going on. And I think she has a good management team too. That's it. And it's a large group of supporters. Is that me? Yes, that's me. And Uncle Sam. I hope you guys took a lot from that halftime show.
Even like the gentleman said, the gentleman watched, the gentleman enjoyed, the gentleman learned a lot of things. He didn't learn that from anybody else. He spoke it out his own mouth. So that's the truth. So no matter how much time goes by and y'all decide to change your tunes, his tune is already etched in stone. It's a part of history. So you can't change that. And that's what I do remember. So unlike you all who try to, erase history like the white man, you can't do that because I remember his words and they stand true like the test of time.
Whose words?
Braid Kings.
Braid. I wish he would just say what the fuck he wants to say. I don't like all this riddled bullshit.
Yeah, because y'all would want me to do that about y'all. It's like, I would learn the great things about y'all, and then somebody go to disliking y'all, which y'all have been in those situations, and then it's like, no meanie. It's like, no meanie's gonna tell you, I do remember you said that she was, good at doing it for Lady Young. I do remember that you say she could really write a nice novel. I'm not gonna be a hater.
Write a nice novel.
Yeah, I'm never going to be a hater just because it doesn't align with what you may feel, because I'm able to identify that you may dislike somebody at a moment.
Who can write a nice novel?
HB, shut up.
Braid acknowledges and he gives props to Diamond, right? I think where a lot of people who have disdain for Diamond is not because he's speaking bad on her name. I think people have made their own observations and come to their own conclusions. Because even despite all of this, you know, he hasn't been throwing shade at her, saying that she's, you know, there's other people trying to wake him up. Like, hey, look at what's happening. So I don't know. I think people think for themselves. They see behaviors and they're like, yeah, this is that, and draw their own conclusions. And that's how they decide to respond to her.
I don't feel anything about Manny. This is literally my first real interaction with Manny. I was on his panel once that I can recall.
Yeah, I used to sneak into the foxhole.
And do what?
Manny knows me more than I know him.
Once I saw the audience, I snuck out of the foxhole.
Who was in the audience, man?
What's wrong with my audience, Manny?
Well, I mean, it's a acquired taste. And so I did, you know, go and see what the people was talking about. And then, you know, I exit quietly. And yeah. And I think
Manny, you got thrashed on a TikTok live on your birthday.
Yeah, that's why I came a little earlier tonight. Yeah, I think back then I came around the wrong time.
Mm-hmm. We heard everything.
Thank you. The hole is quite cozy.
I didn't stay long. No, I didn't stay long because there
y'all
were
make sure y'all follow and send
your
your
there were some mutuals in the room, and it was like, oh wow, okay. So yeah, I didn't stay long. Honestly, I did not.
So you're not open and free and liberated sexually?
No, I am, but like I say, I like to see y'all in a certain light, and so. Yes, I was curious about Chef
So then you're
Foxy.
unable to see me beyond.
No, I saw you. Girl. I saw you, Sheffy. Like, no, I saw Sheffy. Like, I saw enough to be like, okay, I remember Chef. I remember Chef. I
You started that shit.
Yeah, I won't forget Chef. So, like, I saw you, sister. That was enough. Like, I don't have to overdo it.
I mean, most of the app saw me, so.
No, I'm saying I saw you, so that's good enough. Like I got it. Okay, like
I get it.
Hi, BX.
I seen HB too. You know when she's
Manny. I made sure you saw me, love. I made sure of that.
Ooh, so yes, I have. Curiosity has definitely gotten the cat a couple of times. Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, Curiosity has definitely gotten the cat a couple of times. So, yes.
We saw you too, Manny. Remember that night of your birthday?
Yeah, no, that was just all for y'all, though. That was all.
Well, we both got some that night, remember?
Yeah.
Bloop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I like that side of Manny.
Yeah.
Why do we know that about you? Is Manny crushing on Chef Foxy?
No, I was just saying that I've been here. I was just giving y'all a timeline. Like I said, I've watched you all. Like I watched you all to know you all, so I would never waver from the experience that I